Okay, we appear to be live. And yeah, we think we solved the audio issues, so.
Yeah, maybe you guys can hear me this time. I'm not a flake. I was there during that first game
He was there. He was the voice in my
the whole
head
time.
telling me what to say.
Yeah, exactly.
But you should be able to
Finally!
hear
Oh yeah,
us.
now we can do that.
Only got one viewer so far, so we'll wait for a couple more to trickle in. It'll be just like watching one of our streams at the late night Monday games.
Seems like HC is saving his best performance for last. Because where was this during the regular season? Maybe I wouldn't have had faced him in the playoffs or something. Maybe he would
Yeah,
have had to face someone else. Better matchup.
yeah, he did have a couple 20s in the regular season, but I don't think he had any 30s. And then he dropped 40 something to eliminate me, and then the 36 just there in game one.
How do you stop HC when he's on a tear like this? Like,
Sometimes
he's
when
got to
you're
play
in
his
the
games at
zone,
Sandy Flats.
sometimes when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Yeah, I beat him at Sandy Flats, but once we got to Offense Haven at Big City Stadium, then it was over for me.
Man,
All right, I pulled up the stat sheet just to see what was the Beer's best output in the regular season. Oh, they did have 130 in the regular season, a 33-run game against the Dice. But only 3 games where they scored at least 20 runs in the regular season. And now they have 3 such games in the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 4 if my count is incorrect.
I maybe could have prevented this. I mean, I feel like, HC is like a home run, kind of home. I want to say dependent, but heavy. His team's home run heavy, and then dirt yards. I felt like is a pretty good matchup against home run heavy teams because I can just ground her away. And then dirt yards is a pretty big field. Only I
And
took care of business.
in my game against
Oh,
him, at least game 2, I just happened to put up my worst game of the season. Came at the worst time, but he
oh
also he also scored so many that even if I had a decent game, I wouldn't have been able to catch up.
man.
All right, we'll start and we'll see if some people trickle back in. We're here for game 2. The Crazy Beers dominated game 1, winning by a final score of 36-9. But the Raccoons have scored many a run before, and they'll look to start off game 2 with that clean slate. Anything can happen in this game 2. The Raccoons could tie the series, or the Beers could take the commanding 2-0 series lead in this best of 5. Let's check out the lineups. Well, the Raccoons are keeping it exactly the same. And once again, both
Yep.
teams are home, so they will turn that down. Both teams are home, so they'll both be pitching first. Beers look like they're going to keep their same lineup.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Leah
HC
off the
needs
end of the
to
mound.
make too many adjustments here.
Leah once again out, trying to stretch it into a double. Yeah, if you score 36 or 38 runs for a plus 36, how many adjustments need to be made?
He's probably waiting for viewers when he was streaming.
Yes, he did play it live, so he might just be asking everyone if they can see the screen.
He does stream at like what 5 a.m. Eastern.
If I recall correctly, this was in the middle of a Saturday, so I think people were
Oh,
around. Oh, through the hole, but will she make it just in time? No one has let us know. Let me know if you can or cannot hear Itanium, because we should be able to hear him now. Turn down this volume.
am I here?
He's been here the whole time. Just took a back seat in game one. All right, raccoons get out of it without allowing a run. Let's wait for the beers to catch up here. Ooh, they get the juice on the first batter. That could come into play later. I think last game, Leah racked up the strikeouts, but they were all power ups and none of them got used, so no space for the juice. Liz with a rope right at shortstop. Who down? Okay, we did get confirmation that we
Hear
can
what?
hear him. That's good.
Hear what? Sierra? No, it's just autocorrect. I didn't choose my code. It was because I joined during the season 8 consolation, and I guess they just figured, yeah.
All right. Let's start with the raccoons once again. Would you like a different coach code other than IT?
It's like I'm used to it now.
Liz with the first pitch single on the grounder to third base. Good
I
start
feel
for
like
the
once a
raccoons.
day I'll like see like the letters I and T like when I'm watching TV. And it makes me think of this league.
Ooh, the hit and run was on, so nobody was in the second base position. Ooh, they opted to throw to home instead of. It chucks it into
Oh,
center
okay.
field. Two wrongs make a right there. Liz will come around to score, and the ball's out of play. That's a triple for Guerrero. That is not what was
Oh,
planned
baby, a
there.
triple! Oh,
Yes,
yeah!
now you can hear our soundboards. The first triple of the evening. All right. The
That looked
Beers wanted to
weird,
see,
but
yeah,
I
the
think it's just
Raccoons wanted to see if they could go to third, but then they were going to turn around when they threw it to third, but then they threw it home instead.
yeah.
But then they crashed into each other, covering second base. Ooh, tough take, but that was a ball. Jose stays alive. Same pitch. Gotta swing at that one though. Lines it down the line and it stays fair and it gets past the third baseman. 2 runs coming in. Jose digging for second, and he's in. All right,
I don't think Vis
Raccoons
meant to
already
send
off to a better
Conseco.
start.
I think Vis was sprinting with Conseco and it did the auto send thing, but it worked out.
The
The
overclick at first
cursor
base.
was yeah, because the cursor was still on the first base line.
Raccoons are already off to a better start as they only had 1 run through 4 innings last game. So maybe the late inning rally has funneled over into game 2. It should be noted that the Raccoons played games 1 and 2 right after one another in the same stream, while the Beers took a break of a couple hours but played both their games in the same day. If I had a bad game like the Raccoons had. I never want to play again right away. I want to take a couple days off. Ooh, looper into right field. Can Lance get there? He can't. It's out of his reach. And Sonia's digging for two. The relay to Lance, who does not have the arm. And Jose comes around to score. Billie Jean spikes the throw. Sonia with the inside the park sprint. And my McAfee protection expires soon. But great running by Sonia to get the Raccoons even further on the board.
Free trial that came with your PC, right?
It was, yes.
Ah,
Jocinda makes the first out of the inning as Leah was shifted over right in the right spot. But the Raccoons have to be feeling good after that hot start.
that was a meatball.
Looking
Swing
for the
spotlight.
Yes, I and my partner here are two of the most famous non-swing spot users. Tanya, deep to left
Ooh.
center, just over the reach of Ruth Proud for a home run. Tanya gets the Raccoons to a 5-run first inning. And it hits a pole, so it only goes 200 something feet. And we have the glitch again where the blimp continues, but the runners are done running.
Adios, baseball!
All right, Raccoons looking like the Raccoons we saw all season long.
It would have been
5
cool to
runs.
see this pull off the 1972 Miami Dolphins perfect season, but I don't know. This is also the evil empire.
Viscery slowly turning into the Dodgers or Yankees of the league. Yes, Viscery is the reigning 0-1 league champion and also won the 0-3 World Series for this season a couple weeks ago. Viscery would be the first person to win multiple World Series in the same season since we split into 2 leagues back in season 10. Betty has to protect the zone, lines out to short.
But then HC is probably the hottest coach in the league right now.
That's true.
The most opportune time.
Yeah. Saved all his runs for the playoffs. All right, Tracy, quick 0-2. Slow ball in the zone, fouls it off to stay alive. Tracy batting .695, although that's throughout this postseason. Not known as a great hitter. Oh, figured out too late that was going to be a strike. So the inning ends there for the Raccoons. But a good start with 5 runs in the first frame.
Hanging right hook. Thing barely moved.
Yeah. The swing spot may have misled on that one. Ruth with the opposite poke reaches safe home. Christian Sullivan batting at a scorching .906 throughout these playoffs, assuming the same file was written over. Christian with a liner sinking, and it'll fall. The left fielder dives to block it with her head, keeping everyone to 1 base. And here's a familiar tale. Leah Wayne's up with 2 runners on. She hit 4 home runs last game, and they all came with at least 3 runs. Ooh, takes a high strike there. So yeah, that means Leah had minimum 14 RBIs. I don't know how many she had on her singles.
Wow.
Because she had three runs and no. She had three runs and 1 grand slam, so that's 13 RBIs. May have had more on her singles. All right. Leah looking to pick up where she left off in game one. That's a hanger. Ooh, fouls it off weakly. But no one can get there fast enough. Another right hook. Oh, she pops it straight up. That's going to be an infield fly. Not what the doctor ordered. And the Raccoons breathe a sigh of relief. Here's the thing that happens when Leah doesn't home run. You have Scotty up with base runners, which is not ideal.
Grounder hitter with 3 force outs available.
Yeah. At least the 2 base runners are quick, but still, if you hit it right at someone, that could spell trouble. Right up the middle. Goes for the other third. Does not make it. May have been wiser to throw to first, but that'll load the bases for Lance Lambert, who did not have a home run in game one. So looking to rectify that here. Ooh, that's a liner. Stays in the park. Ooh, off the noggin of the left fielder, and runs will come in. Ooh, Christian slides, but gets up. This will be closer to the plate. And she's in
Got a
there.
cannon.
Vlad does have a cannon, but not quite enough to get Kristen. That's the line almost cost her. All right, Markey looking to advance him with the hit and run. That's the hit he wants. Ooh, right over the outstretched arm of Vlad Guerrero. And Scotty will come around to score. Here's Burnitz, who had a couple shots in game one. Oh, he missed the click. That'll cancel out the hit and run. However, with the line drive power that Burnitz has, it might not matter.
Maybe HC is using a trackpad. A misclick like that.
There it is. It's hanging. Oh, just off the top of the wall.
What?
1 pixel in play. Ooh, off the head. Not sure about that base running
Turning
at second
Burnett's
base.
back.
That's going to give him the extra run because he turned around and went out of play. We might have to review that Jeremy play later. We'll see if it comes into play here. But we already had one controversial cheese ruling in the 0-2 World Series. Jose just going to hold him at third.
It's not like the runners at third base and going to third and one's going to home were like going to be easy outs. So
Yeah,
who
so I
knows?
think she was going to make it to home regardless of what Jeremy did there.
Yeah.
All right, they get the free steal. Billie Jean, at the risk of the kids turning me into a meme, went 6 for 7 last game. The 6 hits being natural singles, and the 1 out was off the screaming line drive.
I
Oh, she
wonder
whiffs at that
if HC committed the out on purpose.
one. She got out because she was digging for a double and didn't make it in time. Pop fly to second. Second and first converge. Oh, no one can make the play. That brings up bases loaded for Ruth Prout. This might be time for a power up. But we'll see what coach decides here.
He must be thinking about it.
There it is. Undergrounder, locked and loaded.
I should know this because I used to have Res on my players, but she has 20 power, I believe, and like 100 contact.
Yes, very weak bat. To the untrained eye, she's an 8 out of 10 batting, but yes, it's mostly made up of contact, not power.
A grounder will probably just result in a fielder's choice.
The undergrounder shoots into right field. That'll be a ground rule double, but it brings in 2 runs and avoids the double play. This is the kind of high-scoring game we expected between these two coaches. It's already 7-5, not even through the first inning. Leah
HC
Wayne
just wants
waits on deck.
Preston to reach base for Leah Wayne.
Just no double plays, which was also a good reason to use the undergrounder because it automatically puts you on second base. Well, not automatically, but almost virtually guaranteed. Sacrifice grounder brings in Billie Jean. 2 outs for the Beers, but here comes Leah. Oh, just out in front of it. Can the left fielder get there? Not quite.
Is that Liz Kinghorn? Maybe she gets it. She lays out there.
I forgot to check which blonde girl was who. Because the Raccoons have
There's
4
4 of them.
Oh, Swifts. Perhaps an early swing, perhaps too low, but that'll end the inning. And despite Leah Wayne making 2 of the outs, the Bears still put up 8 runs that inning.
HC stream looks a lot better than we see him stream live.
I believe he streamed the game but also recorded. His streams are a little choppy, but this recording, crystal clear.
HC streams are pretty much PowerPoint presentations.
That may be what prevents rBBL from being you must stream league because some people we wouldn't be able to see. Oh, Lesko bunts despite having 100 power. Easy out. Three soft grounders, and the Beers get out of it. All right. The Raccoons are up now. They both ended at the same time. All right, here's Frankie Hawley to lead it off. 8-5 after the first inning. A little better than last game, where I think it was 5-1 after the last inning in favor of the Bears. Ooh, Frankie sees a good pitch, but it's fouled back.
24 contact or something?
Yes,
For Ronnie
Frankie's
Dobbs?
got a... Oh, that's a high one in the park, but sometimes the center fielders can't make that catch. And Frankie will be in with a double. Well, Liz Kinghorn is playing right field for the Raccoons right now. Oh, but that's not the same as their AI configuration.
I'll be back in a minute. You can just get the broadcast going.
All right, it'll be just like game 1 where it's just me. Here comes the zigzag. No use trying to swing at it because won't give you a power up if you get a single. Ooh, Liz tried to pull it, but pulled it a little too far. Oh, quick swing. Can't tell if that one was a strike. I think it was, but got her with the heat. Ooh. Once again, the heat almost got past Guerrero, but he fouled it off. Changes stance, fouls it off again. Down to 2 strikes for Vladdy. Ooh, off the end of the bat. Oh, but she's running away. No one wants to field it. Third baseman's coming all the way and allowing Frankie to make it easily. Oh, Vladimir headed for second thinking Burnett was going to fall over, but he didn't. What a play. That's the consequence of the AI with low aggression players. Sometimes they run away from possible easy outs. The Raccoons got a gift there. And they're going for the gambit, but Vlad was too fast. That's going to be one that coach is going to be upset with. But they do get a run, but they sacrifice the out. Jose fouls that one off to the left. Usually what happens on that play is when you send the runner going home, the second baseman tries to get the out at home, but Vladimir was already at second base, so that he put the tag on. Rare to see that one. Ooh, Jose stays alive, fouling off that inside pitch. Ooh, close one, too close to take, but he stays alive. Ooh, this is going to be another close one. Has to swing. Grounder to left. Leah scoops it up, but Jose's safe at first. Even if Billie Jean had caught it cleanly, he would have been safe. Here's Sonia, who had that bloop hit for an inside the Parker after some defensive miscues. Looking to keep the inning going. Ooh, quick clicking to cancel the steal attempt. Oh, another one. Mandy Coolidge loves her heat, so sometimes it's tough to cancel the hit and run. Outside pitch, Sonia's gonna turn on it. Deep to left center. And it's out of there. My goodness. Not even gonna check the distance. Sonia with her second home run of the day. That one of the out of the park variety. What a rope. Jocinda looking to keep the inning alive. Hits that one to left field. Oh, but Leah cuts it off. And that'll end the inning for the Raccoons. High game at 8-8, but the Beers have yet to bat in the second. But already Raccoons looking much better than they did in game 1. Scotty's up with bases empty after Leah Wayne made the last out. Not what the Beers wanted, but they'll have to deal with it. Off the fists. Can Scotty make it? He sure can. That no man's land between pitcher and catcher can be singles haven for speedy runners. Here's Lance Lambert. He'll leave that one for ball 1. Ooh, this one looks like it's catching a lot of the plate. Ooh, but Lance with a little grounder. However, that's going to make everybody safe. And they both crash. Not the intended swing, but he made it on.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Alright, Titanium's back. Or he's muted or something because his soundboard is there. Uh-oh. This could be trouble. Oh, double play. Alright. That's gonna nearly kill the rally, but they're still alive. But man, Markey hit it right at Jose, and that resulted in 2 outs. Burnett's also hits it right at Jose. But Markey fast enough to make it, and so is Burnett's. The Raccoons will have a power-up in their bank when the Beers get back in the field.
Did Coolidge have any homers that first game?
She hit 3 home runs in that huge 17-run 5th inning.
Oh,
But
it wasn't
yes,
just the Leo Wayne show then.
yes, the 2 pigtailed girls hitting their homers. 7 between the 2 of them in that first game. High pitch. Nearly caught the zone, but it's 3-1. All right, the hit and run is on. Now you can hit and run stress-free in a full count with 2 outs because there's no way for them to catch you stealing. Ooh, that one catches a lot of the plate. High drive to left center field. Just over the fence. She's done it again. Mandy Coolidge with a 3-run bomb. And the Beers have pushed it to 11. Despite the double play, they stuck with it and got a couple runs this inning. All right, here's Billie Jean, bases empty. This, well, before last game, I would have said this might have ended the inning, but she hasn't gotten out yet when using the line drive swing. Oh, she hits that one about 3 feet, but she's fast enough to beat Jocinda to the base. That's the consequence of a slow first baseman sometimes.
I have a
Thanks
theory that
home.
her long legs make her reach first base quicker.
Frankie trying to get Billie Jean second, and he will not. It stays alive for Kristen Sullivan. Yeah, does Billie Jean slide cover more ground than any other characters? Oh, through the hole since the shift was on for the hit and run. All right, this is what the Beers lineup is all about. Getting the bases loaded for this girl. However, Leah has disappointed so far with 2 outs in the first inning. Ooh, gutsy take, but it's a 2-0. Oh, that's a good looking pitch. Deep to right. It's going to be off the wall, but some runs are going to come in for sure. Betty Houston doesn't have the arm. At least 3 runs scoring. Leah will hold at third for a bases clearing triple.
I've never seen the triple! Oh my god!
And there's our soundboard. Oh, Scotty sneaks it past Jose, who is shifted in. Gets to first base safely.
He was perfectly positioned for that grounder, but Consejo has low coordination, so he's not going to be able to react to it. Unless it's hit right at him.
Yeah, that's the one where if you have a weak hitter and you're opting for a grounder, sometimes they shift in on you and then the third baseman just scoops it up. But that one had a seeing eye. Scotty tried to go to second, but when there's 2 outs, they often throw to second base, and then the gambit play does not work. Ooh, right on the corner. Lance can't do anything in that one. We got 2 strikes on him now. Gotta swing at that one. Ooh, perhaps a little late. Fouls it off. If he gets to 3 balls, 2 strikes, we can send the runner again. But he puts it in play. Breaks for home. But no run coming in. All right. A quick 14 through 2 innings. We got 14-8. Still a lot of baseball left to be played in game 2. Oh, I should turn up the sound for one of these. All right. Both teams picking up where they left off with after the high-scoring innings towards the end of the game. I don't agree with the throw it to home and then to first move, especially since Betty has a juice. I think she was close enough to make the play. But the Beers also don't have a power-up, so you can let up a runner or two. Ooh, nice play by Betty to get him out at second. The AI Raccoons have a power-up, so the Beers do not want to let up any more base runners. Betty with a little dribbler, no way she gets there. All right, we'll keep the Beers there. Ooh, Lance crushes that one, but it's foul. Good for the Raccoons. He hits that one fair. Liz coming over. Ooh, can't make the play. Couple runners on for Mandy Coolidge. You're contemplating the juice and uses it. Need Betty at full strength for this clutch at bat. Change stance, so you know she's swinging, but she fouls it off. All right, 2 strikes. Let's see if the Raccoons can get out of this inning unscathed, and down she goes. All right, here comes Tanya Lesko, already with a homer in this game. Gonna leave that one for ball 1. Ooh, this one looks like a good pitch. Oh, swings early. Ah, it's a tough one. That was right in the smash zone.
This does say swing early. You hit the ball harder when you swing slightly early, but
That
too
was
early
too
there.
early, yeah. Ooh, oh, thought that was gonna be a strike, but just inside. That was gonna be in the zone. Opts to take it. That was in the corner. Not much would have been done with that pitch. But you'll have to swing now. Ooh, that one's got a lot of the plate. And that one is long gone. Tanya Lesko deep into the bleachers. Her second of the game.
Adios, baseball!
501. I thought it said 601. That was 501 feet down the left field line. What a bomb. Gotta watch that trot. She earned it.
She would have hit that pitch, that one 3 pitches earlier out anyway, so same result, just got 3 more pitches out of Coolidge.
Little delayed gratification. Ooh, Mandy throwing the elevator, but the swing spot telegraphed that one. Eddie has not had a great World Series so far. I'm not even sure if she has any hits. Up the middle, Lance is there. Short throw. Billie Jean comes off the bag. Betty's safe. That one might have bounced to her if she had stayed at first, but she went after it. Opting for power with Tracy Hoban. Tracy's just on the cusp of home run hitting power. I think it's at 60 something. But with Betty on base and Tracy not so fast herself, definitely want to avoid the double play. All right, switching to line drive with 2 strikes. Stays alive, but that was a hittable pitch for sure. Off the fists. Probably. Oh no, Betty slips. And that's a double play. Oh, hate to see it. I was
That
about
was
to
on a
say.
hit and run, right?
I believe so.
The downsides of doing hit and runs.
True.
Less than 2 outs.
I was about to say that it's better that Leah caught it rather than letting it bounce in front of her, because then she would have stepped on second, throw it first. But the trip is what cost Betty there. Frank with the grounder, sprinting to first. Oh, Billie Jean takes it off the chin, and Frankie's gonna be safe. Sounded just like that too. Little pop fly. They're gonna crash into each other. Nobody's gonna catch it, and Frankie's going to third. Nobody's coming. Oh, she throws it past both of them. Frankie's hustling. They'll play at the plate. He's safe. Great hustle by Frankie Holly.
Going all the way from first?
All the way from first on a blooper to second base. Ooh, that was a big crack off the bat into center field. Oh, Ruth straight up can't make the adjustment. And Vlad moves Liz over to third. Oh, Burnett's can't pick it up. There it is. All right.
This did tell us that center fielders are very likely to commit drops.
Something with the
So
way they
maybe,
line up, it just doesn't work out for them sometimes.
right, utilizing that research
Oh, he
in
flubbed
this
the
game.
throw. Vlad with the little back and forth and back. Testing the first and third steal situation, but Scotty spiked that one and allowed Vlad to steal second. All right, Jose looking to cash in here. Markey coming in to pitch. The third of 3 or 4 very competent pitchers between Leah, Kristen, Markey, and Lance Lambert, if you like slow balls. Ooh, low one. Might be a strike, though. Oh! Might have been ball 3. Jose whiffs. Misses the RBI chance. But the Raccoons did add a couple. Markey, first pitch. A little dribbler, but those continued to work out. As the Raccoons catcher and pitcher aren't too fast. Another first pitch swinging, but that one's fouled back. Just like that, 2 strikes for Jeremy. Keeping the hit and run with 2 strikes.
Could be risky.
We did just see this cost the Raccoons.
2 strikes, gotta swing at any strike.
Just off the corner.
Hopefully, Frazier doesn't get a pitch that he pops up.
Pops it up there, but off the center fielder's face. And both will be safe. All right, Mandy Coolidge with runners on base. Has 1 home run already and 4 so far this series. Ooh, perhaps the wrong stance there, but it's in play. And everybody's going to be safe. That loads the bases for Billie Jean Blackwood. And it's screaming line drive time. Probably a wise use.
She's only
Land the low one.
She's only committed 1 out this series. Maybe I go line drive until 2 strikes.
But on a high pitch like that, Oh, off the top pixel of the wall.
It's gonna be close.
Oh no, he turned it around. Ooh, she dropped the catch, but probably a wise retreat.
HC wanting to take away one more force with the grounder hitter coming up.
Oh, Tracy's not going to be able to. Oh, tagged him on the way to the plate. That was a
Or
weird
maybe Burnins
angle.
was too tired for the turnaround. Wasn't
Yeah.
as fast.
I thought Tracy wasn't going to beat him to the plate, but apparently he was in her way on the way back.
Turning around base runners costs a pretty good amount of stamina, I believe. It's a pet peeve of mine. I hate turning around my base runners.
Every little bit means so much here in the high stakes World Series, of course. High strike fouls it off.
Just get on for Leo Wayne.
That's Christian's MO. Oh, uh-oh, this could
Uh-oh.
be trouble. Oh, just barely. All right, that'll bring up Leah Wayne with the bases loaded. Her last time up, she cleared the bases with a triple. Slow ball, right in the zone. And I think that one's got enough. Oh, yeah, it's out of here. Grand salami. Is he going to play the
Kind of
soundboard?
scary. I don't want to get the
Oh,
stream
yeah.
DMCA.
That's true. If we play music on the soundboard, might take down our stream. But Leah Wayne clears the bases for 4 more runs. And the Beers have pushed it to 19-10. However, HC already spoiled that he did not top his 36 from game 1, so the rate of scoring must slow down at some point for the Beers. Mini spoiler. Betty with the one pitch cameo making way for Jocinda. Scotty to the right, past Betty, but second baseman picks up the slack, and that's it for the Beers in that inning. That was Sonia Hagen making that play for the Raccoons.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Yes. Unassisted put out by the second baseman.
I think I've seen it with the pitcher if the first baseman's too slow.
Oh, yeah.
Beware, both AI teams now have a power-up. So any base runner allowed could get you in a pickle. Frankie with a dive. That's not going to make the play. Runner on base for the Beers. Oh, Markey whiffs, and she's taken off for second. That might have just saved a run or two for the Raccoons.
That's because the AID backs had a power up, right?
Yes. Both teams do.
Ah.
So he whiffed, which might have gotten rid of it, but also she got out stealing, so now there's no runners on next time they come up. Oh, I should unmute,
Oh,
even
yeah.
though
That's what I was
our
about to
viewers
tell you.
can't hear. Sonia 2 for 2 with 2 homers. That one's not out, but the left fielder's just watching it.
What?
Mandy Coolidge in low aggression doesn't want to go get that fly ball. And that'll be a double for Sonia.
Maybe with having a fast Ruth Proud center field, she's deferring to her, even though there's no way she was going to get it.
Yeah, I think Mandy's aggression is it's like around 10 or something. So it might have. Well, we saw one when you stepped away for a second, where it was a pop up to pitcher and she ran away, even though she's the pitcher. Gotta test Billie Jean's arm, and she does not have the arm. Josin is out, 1 away. Hanya and Sonia both started this game 2 for 2 with 2 homers. Hanya's going to drive in Sonia here. Ooh, that's a high fly ball. That one's in the park. But we've seen Ruth make a few errors already. Catches that one, but a run will come in. So it took 2 sacrifice hits to get Sonia to score. But that's a real rally killer. Betty with a similar hit. High fly ball to Ruth. Puts that one away as well. Heading over to the Beers. The Beers working with an 8-run cushion. And Lance turns on the first pitch and deposits it into the left field bleachers. That one is gone. His first of the series.
As Vinny says, kind of says, I wouldn't have swung at that. I don't think I would have swung at that, but it worked out.
All right.
Betty Houston's playing first base.
That's true. This could lead to some free bases. Markey gets to first safely. Here's Burnett's having a pretty good game so far. Slow ball right down the middle to right field. Oh, off of Frankie Hawley's glove. And the runners advance. Mandy's been tearing it up so far this series. Doing her best Leah Wayne impersonation. Oh, too early on that one. Strike 1.
So Manny Coolidge and Betty Houston are probably the third best power hitters for both teams, right?
Yes.
Mandy's having the way better series so far.
Could be the difference maker. Just missed him at second base. Base is loaded, but Billie Jean does not have a power-up to play with. Sending the runners with the swing. Oh, hit it right to where nobody was. Beautiful execution. That's the other advantage of hitting and running, is that the defense shifts to cover the steal, leaving some gaps in the infield. With 3 runners on, he's not wanting to triple click them off, so he's waiting to see if it's a good pitch and then clicking it on. Great clicksmanship. Oh, she fires it home for the bang bang
Wow.
play, but didn't get him.
If it wasn't for the hit and run there, Burnett's is out at home. Well,
Ooh, most
the
likely
ball
out.
beats the throw, but the catcher did drop it.
A second double play.
Oh,
Boy.
man.
Oh. They throw it a first, and Betty cannot make that play. And then Ruth falls over,
Uh-oh.
and she slides in there,
That was
avoiding
nearly
the
a triple
triple
play.
That would have been wild, but the inning continues. Oh, and Leah Wayne gets a slow ball down the middle. And of course, out of here. What else did Jocinda think was going to happen? Leah Wayne up to 6 home runs this series. What a hit. Up to 25 for the Beers. They're starting to pull away
Uh-oh.
again. Betty's back on the mound. Scotty could not sneak it past Jose this time, and that'll end the inning. But again, the Beers and their bats, they're doing great. But now the Beers need to be extra careful to not allow any runners because the Raccoons have 2 power-ups.
Because my internet had a lag spike, but I believe I am back.
Oh, I'm glad you're back. Billie Jean with the pop-up. Jose's under it. She's out. Ooh, Tanya cannot catch up to the heat. All right. No base runners allowed there. And nothing allowed there either. Here come the Raccoons, looking to get their bats back in full swing. Tracy Hoban, first
Oh,
pitch, deep to left, and that's out of there. Tracy Hoban with her 60-something power. That's enough to put it in the left field bleachers. What a hit.
65.
65, thanks for checking that.
I do that all the time.
If I recall correctly, Tracy had a home run in one of the earlier series this playoffs. I forget if it was the DS or CS. That's her second homer of the playoffs, I think. Too bad it came with nobody on base.
It's like the perfect pitch to swing on closed. Power.
Yeah, right on that outside edge. Another one on the outside edge. Frankie pops it up. Talia Wayne retires it. All right, back at the top of the order here. Inside pitch, little grounder, that should work. Closer than it looked, but she's safe, no problem. Here's Vladdy, perfect 3 for 3 so far. Down the line. Oh, Burnett's reaches up and makes the out. Wasn't sure if that was going to be one of those where the third baseman just stands there, but Burnett's made the play.
He was shifted back. That's what allowed him to get to that ball.
Jose through the gap. Mandy's running away. Liz digging for third. Now Mandy picks it up. Oh, Liz is going to test the relay here. Oh, turns around. Wise decision.
The way HC's been playing, it seems like he's using an aluminum bat, and we're all using wood.
Still a lot of baseball left to be played. Oh,
Just
Scotty with
gets
another
a hold of
bike.
Gets a hold of like everything. It seems like with his power hitters.
Into center. This should score 2. We'll see how far Sonia can get. Oh, Jose's going to hold at third for a moment. Makes it a little closer than it needed to be, but both runs do come in. Raccoons up to 14.
Interesting to use the power up with 80 power Sonia Hagen, but maybe there's 2 strikes.
No, he had the screaming line drive on for the whole at bat. Probably just wanted to keep the inning alive with 2 outs or something. All right, here's Lesko with runners on. This is a prime opportunity to cash in some more runs. On the outside, hits it in the air. That might stay in the park, but nobody's got the angle to make that catch. And here they come. Tanya round in second, head for third. It will make it easily. And that's a triple. 2 more runs coming in.
You want to do the honors?
Gotta hit it before the moment disappears.
Oh, baby, it's triple! Oh, yeah!
All right, Betty with the grounder to Leah. Ooh, not her best throw. And Betty will make it. And there's another run on the board. And here's Tracy, who led off this inning with that home run. Here comes Lance into pitch. We did not get to see him in game 1. Lance is known for having a great slow ball. Oh, swings right through that one. Swing at that one. She turns on it, going to the right field. Markey's under it. Oh, but he cannot make the catch. And the inning continues. Here's Frankie Hawley. We're going to see if Frankie can hit one out of here. Into the outfield. Gonna be. Oh, she cannot stay upright. All right, bases are loaded. We're back at the top of the order with Liz Kinghorn.
Oof.
Undergrounder to keep
Yeah.
it going.
Maybe you could go liner with like a 50 power.
It's tough though because you've got Betty and Tracy on base.
True.
And Frankie's not that fast either. All right, that one's in the ground. We'll see where it pops up. Deep into the alley in left center. So ground rule double, but the Raccoons are up to 19, putting together a pretty solid inning.
It's a 2-hitter, so Canseco's got to be on deck, right?
I believe so. Vladimir down the line, but that'll hook foul. Spitball. That one could go any which way. Oh, throws it before Billie Jean's ready. And that'll bring in Frankie to score. Interesting reaction there from Billie Jean. Raccoons are up to 20. Takes the high strike. Likely a pop-up if he swings at that. This one's in the zone. Off the fists. Leah cannot handle it, and everybody's going to be safe. Here's Sonia having a heck of a game so far. One of those doubles was with the screaming line drive earlier this inning, but still. There's a solid rip. Mandy watches it go right past her again. Mandy, wake up out there. And that's 2 more for the Raccoons. I think that's his video pause, not mine. Yeah. All right, 22 for the Raccoons. They're not giving up.
Maybe Vish should just try to keep hitting balls to left field. Man, he's just going to stand there, pull balls to left field.
It's worked quite a couple times already. Looking to see. Oh, got to turn around. Scotty did biff 2 of the throws already, but was solid on that one. Billie Jean coming into pitch. That put Kristen at first base, but she's still a competent fielder. Billie Jean's release point might be a little unsettling. This one's in the air. They're both going for it. And they take each other out. Jose's coming around to score. Sonia's going to third. Throws it to nobody.
Challenges Billie Jean.
And she's in there. These Raccoons are putting together quite the inning. Up to 24. Close to tying up this game, although the Beers are 1 inning behind. Lets that one go. Waiting for a better one. Thought about line drive for half a second. Oh my goodness. An unexpected error occurred. I have no idea where we were in the timing. All right.
Bottom of the fifth, but
I
that's
know
like it's
where.
a longest inning
I don't know
the game so
what
far.
time. Hold on. No time spoilers. Okay, there we go. Here's Tanya. Okay, we're back at the beginning of the setback. If it's not audio issues, it's video issues, but thanks for bearing with us. That one's a strike. And she takes a ball low. Okay, now we're back. Hopefully that error didn't kill the raccoon's momentum. Spitball. Those spitballs can go anyway. What a high chopper. Christian almost makes the play, but it's off the end of her glove. Yeah, the thing about the spitball is it randomizes the angle off the bat, so even if it's down the middle, it's not necessarily going to be a good hit.
I always thought it added verticality, more arc, but I guess as randomized, it just randomizes the trajectory or whatever.
Something like that, if I recall correctly. Ooh, this one's looking good, but oh, it's popped up. Markey's under it. That could end the inning. But what an inning it was for the Raccoons. 13 runs on the board. Now they trail the Beers by 1. But the Beers do get their 5th inning as well. And Lance with the first pitch. Not quite gone. But we'll see if we can get a center fielder drop. No, it's in the glove. 1 pitch, 1 out. Markey.
Just send us tall.
1 hopper to Jocinda, and that's an out. This inning's going downhill fast for the Beers. Burnett's
Okay,
first
Betty
pitch.
Houston's.
3 pitches,
Wow.
3 outs. My goodness. Suddenly we have ourselves a ball game. Heading into the 6th, there's a 1-run difference. Bringing in a new
AI Betty
pitcher.
Houston's no longer at
Oh, just to
first.
get the juice. Sorry, what was that?
Betty Houston was no longer at first. She got all 3 outs.
Oh, yeah, because she came back into pitch just for a little bit. All right, again, both teams still have a power-up on the AI side, so lots could happen. The AI Beers have 1 power-up, possibly. May have whiffed it. But the AI Raccoons have 2. All right. Leah Wayne watches strike 3, as does Tracy Hoban. Lance into left field. Tanya gets under it for the 2nd out. All right. They get out of the inning there. And on this side, looking to retire Mandy Coolidge.
I'm not going to use the juice.
All right. Here we go. Down to the last inning. Raccoons are down by 1, but of course, they do not know that at the time of the game.
Let's watch HC.
You want to watch HC first, see if this remounts the comeback?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to switch it up. We're going to keep Billie Jean mid-pitch.
It's a balk.
All right. The Beers' last inning was 3 straight pitches and 3 straight outs. Can be demoralizing on the user side, but that's why we get 6 innings in our new format. And Mandy hits that one out of here. There she goes. Deep to left. That one's a round tripper. 449 down the line. That's deserving of a soundbite.
Adios, baseball!
All right, here comes Frankie Hawley back into pitch. That would put Betty at right field again, I think. Right to Vlad, and he puts it away for out number 1. Ooh, just off the inside edge.
The shutdown pitcher, Betty Houston, back.
The Raccoons have reached that point where all the good pitchers have given up 5 runs, and the stamina might also come into play, so they just switch pitchers a lot. All right, Ruth gets on base. Here's Kristen. All right, here comes Liz, a new, fresh pitcher, so she might stay around for a few batters. Kristen, grounder to short. Out at second, but she'll make it at first. Here's Leah Wayne. This at-bat could be very influential to the final result. Of course, when you're playing the game, you have no idea how much the other teams put up, so every at-bat's important. Ooh, low one, just misses the zone. Similar pitch, but that one does catch the zone. All right. Lee's got 2 strikes to work with, but would she ever take off the power swing? No, she wouldn't. Watch his ball, too. Oh, that one's close. Strike 3. That's going to end it for the Crazy Beers. All right, the Raccoons need 2 to tie, 3 to win. I don't know what the tiebreakers are. We'll talk about those if they get there. All right, one last chance for the Raccoons. We'll see if they can keep their comeback alive. In about the 3rd or 4th inning, they looked dead in the water, but all of a sudden, they're close. Tracy in the park. Markey going back. He's under it. He can't make the catch. Tracy's digging for 2. Puts on the brakes. Stays at first. That's the leadoff runner on.
This brings up the tying runner.
That's right. Frankie could tie the game here. No home runs yet this series, but he does have home run power. That one's right down the middle. Oh, he chops it. Billie Jean gonna make the play at second, but Lance does not have the arm to get 2. All right, the Raccoons are at the top of the order here.
And Seiko is 2 batters away.
He's not Tanya Lesko, though. Oh, Leah puts it away. Frankie slides back into first. Raccoons down to their final out.
Maybe that's why you don't go a line drive with a Dante Robbins.
Vladimir, frozen rope. Oh, Billie Jean puts it away. And that will end game 2. Wow, what a finish. Both teams fizzled out towards the end, and the Beers hang on to take the 2-0 series lead. What a game. I'm glad we were able to hear both of us for that one.
Man, Seiko was on deck. That ball gets by Billie Jean.
That's true. The Raccoons had that huge rally in the 5th inning, but couldn't get any runs in the 6th. And that's how this one ends. My goodness, exhilarating. HC is in the chat saying he's going to lose the series in 5 games. Come on, bro, you're up 2-0. But I do agree that anything could happen. We're not quite at the end of the series. The Raccoons had a 18-game winning streak before this series, so they can certainly go on a 3-game winning streak. But the Beers have shown they're here to play with 64 runs over 2 games. Thanks for watching, and thanks for thanks for surviving through our audio issues in game 1. That was a little scuffed,
Yeah.
but game 2 is better. Any final thoughts?
Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, everyone. Sir, 2 pretty long games. These offensively talented coaches. It's a long stream tonight. Thanks for hanging out.
It was a long stream. We're coming up on just under 3 hours, but that was fun. And for
Wow.
those of you that are watching here on the recording, history might have been made by the time you watch this video, but game 2 was one for the ages. Breezy Beers up 2-0 with one more game until a World Series title. Neither team has played their game as of right now, but with the weekend coming up, they each have at least one game due if the Beers win, but they will aim to play their games sometime this weekend. Not sure when the broadcast will be. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you around. Yeah.
If HC wins this, is it considered an upset, or is it like, with considering how HC's been playing, how on fire he is no longer considering an upset, even though Viseries was undefeated?
By virtue of their regular season records, definitely an upset, but both of these are in the upper echelon of talented backyard baseball coaches, so neither team winning is a surprise per se, but I would say that Visery still had the edge with that daunting perfect record heading into this series, but that's gone, and the Beers are on the brink of the World Series title.
The rest of the series is going to be amazing. It's going to be sick.
That's right. We're going to have another nail biter, or 2, or even 3. All right, see you around when that happens.
Good night. Yeah.